Hi, today we're going to do the kidney organ massage, which is so super important, especially in my line of work as well as an intimacy coach and couples therapist, because the kidneys, from a Taoist perspective, it's not just a physical organ, it's actually part of a complete system of organs, an organ system. So it governs the brain, our memories, like including our short-term memory, our sexuality, our libido, our fertility, but also the bones, the ears, anything to do with hair growth. And also, like from a Taoist perspective, all organs have a partner organ. So the partner organ of the kidneys is the bladder. So also anything related to that. So it's important and it's fun. You will see that the kidneys are kind of the batteries of our bodies. So all chi, all our life force energy, is actually stored in the kidneys. So that means that our prenatal chi, the chi we were born with, is in our kidneys, but also the chi that we gather through food, through practices like qigong, eventually is stored in the kidneys. So they're important. So what we're going to do is we're going to start this practice with a Wuji posture, it's called. It's a very beautiful neutral posture. So we start basically scanning from the bottom to the top. So we start with seeing that our feet are about shoulder width apart, and we measure that from the big toe. So the big toes and the shoulder should be kind of aligned. And from there, we're going to just take a moment to scan our bodies. We make sure that our joints are relaxed, our ankles and knees. And also we drop a little grounding cord from the pelvis, from your sitting bones, your tailbone. So if that doesn't mean anything to you, dropping a grounding cord, what I mean is that the Chinese have this saying that, you imagine that you're a dragon and you have a tail and you're just dropping that dragon's tail. So it's hitting the floor, which means that you're tilting your pelvis slightly. From there, we're just taking a moment to make sure that you're not having your arms like this, but there's a tiny bit of space, like there's little eggs in between them. And we're making sure that our chest is relaxed, that our shoulders are relaxed, that our neck is relaxed and our chin is slightly tucked. And we imagine having a little cord that's pulling us up. So our spine is erect. And from here, we're just starting to breathe, connecting to our lungs, connecting to our body. And know that we're going to work with our kidneys. And as our kidneys are in the back, we're going to start with the back, but as this is really hard to do, at one point we will start working from the front, but working with the kidneys. So we always start with a practice called pulling down the heavens. And what we do is we imagine that in the center of our hands, the Laguang points, there's this little suction cup, and we're concentrating on the energy from the earth and we're sucking it up. We're pointing our hands forwards, and then we imagine gathering energy from the nature all around us, and then energy from the sky, and we're washing down our body, washing. And we always do this 3 times. So we imagine gathering energy from earth, from nature all around us, from the sky, and from here we're washing down the backs of our bodies, but our hands are actually in the front. And we do this one more time. We gather from earth, from nature all around us, from the sky, and we're opening our crown, and we imagine flushing all the way through the center of our bodies. And from here, we're going to bring our hands to our kidneys. And I'm going to turn around just to show you what I'm doing. So I turn around And as I turn around, I have my hands on my kidneys and I just take a moment to connect with them. Maybe take a few breaths. And then I'm going to warm the kidneys up with some circles. And as I warm them up and I inhale, I imagine beautiful healing light coming in. And as I exhale, I imagine exhaling anything that no longer serves the kidneys. So we're starting going down in 3 with 1 breath. And then 3 more as we exhale through the mouth. Again, inhale. And exhale. And then we reverse direction. We do the same. Inhale. Beautiful healing light coming in. Exhale, release. Inhale. Exhale, release. Beautiful. So I'm gonna turn around. And from here, we're gonna work on the physical level. So that's basically on the body. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to demonstrate for a second. I'm going to extend my arms like this. And then I'm imagining that in this bowl in front of me, there's beautiful blue light. I put on a blue sweater, especially for you to remember that we're working with the color blue. So you imagine this filling up with beautiful blue light. And this blue light you're going to bring into the kidneys. So as you do this, you imagine bringing it in, and at the same time we make this sound. It's a you sound, you, like not me but you. And with making the sound, you release anything that that doesn't serve the physical kidneys. And we're going to do this about 12 times. So I'm bringing my hands forward and I'm making the sound you. And again, you. Again, beautiful bowl of blue light. You. Beautiful blue light. Two more. One more. You just take a moment to feel your kidneys in the back. And from here we're going to do another pulling down the heavens. And we do this to wash away anything that no longer serves. So we're basically storing everything in the lower dantian, the sponge just below the navel. And whatever needs to go, we just flush into the earth. We don't have to think about this, our body knows. So again, connect to the earth, connect to nature all around us, connect to the sky, and wash down the body, the front of the body, and store in the lower dantian, just below the navel. We do this again, down the back, earth, nature, sky, washing down the back of our bodies. And we do this a third time. Earth, nature, and through the center of our body. Beautiful. And we finish this with bringing our hands basically the backs of our hands being against each other, and we're going to close 3 centers. Our upper dantian, kind of around the third eye, the heart center, and our lower dantian. It's kind of a navel, at the level of the navel. So we're do a reverse breath. So when we inhale, we suck our tummy in, and you exhale through the mouth, and we clean and close that center. Heart center. And one more time. And you just take a moment to feel and see, how is your posture? Are you still in alignment? Are your feet are still pointing forwards? Are you still relaxed? Is your tailbone still slightly tilted? Or your pelvis tilted and your tailbone dropped? And just take a moment and know that we're going to work on the emotional level, like the mental emotional level or energetic level, which is just off the body. And from a Taoist perspective, this level is all about fear, anxiety, trauma even. If it's out of balance, but if it would be in balance, it would be all about being connected to your deep inner knowing, to calm, to a sense of groundedness. So clearly that's where we want to be. So again, we're gonna start with the pulling down the heavens for this level. So we connect to earth, to nature all around us, to the sky. We wash down the front of our bodies to work with this level. Again, earth, nature all around us. We wash down the backs of our bodies. And one more time, earth, nature, wash through the center of our body. And again, we're going to do 12 circles, but this time they're going to just be a little bit off the body, in front of the height of our kidneys, but obviously we imagine working on the backs. So what we do is we bring our hands here, bring it down, breathe in, and exhale. Breathe in, beautiful healing energy. Exhale and release. We do this the other way around as well. Inhale, beautiful healing light for this level. Exhale, beautiful healing light. And exhale. Beautiful. And from here, we're gonna use the healing sounds with one big difference. And that is that the sound this time is not out loud, it's almost like a whisper. So we're again making a beautiful big ball of blue healing light. But when we do you, it's like it's almost like you're blowing out. So we're going to do this about 12 times again. So we're not going to go all the way to our bodies this time. Beautiful blue light. We bring our hands all the way to the body again. Really let our hands rest here for a second. And then again, we're going to do a pulling down the heavens to bring all the energy in our lower dantian just below the navel. So we connect to the earth, to nature all around us. We connect to the sky. We wash all the energy into our lower dantian. And again, earth, nature all around us, to the sky, down the back of our bodies, to let it rest in our lower dantian. And one more time, earth, nature all around us, to the skies. Beautiful. And as a closing again, we're closing the 3 dantians. So we bring our hands again in front of our navel and we suck our tummy in. And exhale. And we close our upper dantian, third eye again. Heart center. Third time. And again, we're taking a moment pause here. And don't worry, it's just a second to check our posture. Are we still aligned? Are we still relaxed? Are we inviting still flow? And now we're going to work on the spiritual level, which is the excuse my Chinese, which is spelled Z-H-I, which is all about willpower, mental goals, like that's basically what it is, will. So we're going to work with that. And this time our hands are even a bit further off the body. It's about like halfway. So when we do the blue circle and we're pressing it in, it's kind of coming to a midway point. And again, we're working with the kidneys in the back, but we're doing it from the front. So, and this time the sound, which is important, is actually a mysterious sound, which means that we are making the sound in our minds, but you're not actually saying it out loud. So it's just internal. So again, we're going to concentrate on that. But before we do that, we always start with the pulling down the heavens. So we connect to earth, to nature all around us, to the sky, and we wash through that third spiritual level of the kidneys. And again, earth, nature all around us, through the back. One more time, earth, nature, from the sky. And from here, again, we're going to make some circles. So we're bringing it at that level of the spirit. And we're bringing it down. 3 in-breaths. And exhale through the mouth. Down. We reverse directions. Beautiful. So from here, we're going to work with that mysterious sound. So we make a beautiful ball of white light. And again, we're using that sound U, but this time in our minds. So this is the first. But I'm still making a beautiful ball of beautiful white, blue light. And the sound is U. About midway. One more. And again, we bring our hands all the way into our body and we connect to the kidneys. Just a moment. And again, we're going to bring this energy down into the lower dantian. So we're going to connect to the earth, to nature all around us, to the sky, and we wash everything down into the lower dantian, except when it doesn't serve us, and then we bring it down to the earth. But our body knows. Again, earth, nature, sky above our heads. One more. We open the crown again. So earth, nature. We open the crown. We're bringing this energy down, 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 down. Beautiful. And one more time, we're going to close our dantian. So we bring our hands in front of our navel and we inhale, we suck our belly in. And we close and cleanse the upper dantian, third eye. Again. Close and cleanse the center, our heart center. And one more time. We close and cleanse our tummy. And we take a moment to just feel our nourished kidneys. Might be that there's a sense of warmth. Might be that you feel nothing. And that's also very okay. It doesn't mean nothing happened. And from here, I always love to bring my hands in front of my heart. And to take a moment to acknowledge that I have been showing up for myself today. To be grateful towards my kidneys for all the energy they're providing. And also maybe to acknowledge a moment that I'm here in a field of Qi with people all over the world that are practicing Qigong at the same time. And I'd love to take a bow to acknowledge them and also to acknowledge myself. I hope you had a wonderful practice. Wishing you loads of energy and see you next time. Thank you.